Hey guys, it's the Prez first pitch final episode of the regular season, and what a fun ride it has been. Huge thanks to all of my guests and especially my co-host Dave Cokin. And the biggest thanks to all of you guys. I feel like when I put up a show and I comment on all the YouTube comments, I feel like we're a family. I mean, I recognize the same names every day, and I start recognizing their personalities, and I enjoy it. I love it. It's the favorite part of my day, doing these shows for you. Just remember, Morning Joe and the Pros starts on Tuesday, and we will be talking baseball. We'll be talking NFL football, and we'll be talking college football as well. And the legend himself, Dave Cokin, will make an appearance once a week. Plus, you can hear Dave on our college football betting show, myself, him, and Teddy. We put that up every Tuesday. And I really hope you guys checked out the NFL presidential address with Kelly and myself. We taped it yesterday. It's up on our YouTube channel at Wager Talk TV, and it worked out so well. We went through every single team, their over and under win-loss records, and how we're going to attack betting them. I thought it was a great show. Make sure to comment on that too. And I will respond. Dave Cokin, final show of the year until the playoffs start. How are you, my friend?
Okay, could be better. I ended up preseason at 7-3, and the last result was unbelievable. I had the Vikings minus 2.5. They're up 17. With about 5.
Welcome to football.
Not good. And college was not good last night.
Yeah, you had UCLA, tough loss. They really didn't look like they were in the game at all. I mean, I thought they were manhandled from start to finish.
They were. That was clearly a wrong side. And so is BYU. I mean, they just kicked a job by me.
Yeah, that's okay. We just begun. I won my first play last night on Utah, so we were against each other there. Dave, what we're going to do before we get into some news and promos, etc., is take a look at the very first game that we're talking about. We go through 5 games every day in great detail. Philadelphia hosting the New York Mets, Dave, and this is a big game for both teams, but especially the New York Mets, who are in a little bit of a free fall, now 5 games out. Phillies 2.5 behind the Cubs, and this series is really probably the most important series of the year so far for either of these two teams. What do you like in this game?
I actually lean a little bit to the Mets, not with any conviction, but I think the best thing for them is to get out in a row. Pressure's off them now. They can go into Philadelphia. And one thing we're seeing is, I guess, an indication that none of these teams are particularly good, is that their pressure games they've been terrible in pressure games. The pressure here is, to me, it's more on Philly because, now they've home to keep winning and nail down that playoff spot. And these are spots where the Phillies have just not come through. Got a feeling the Mets slip through tonight and get a mild upset.
Dave Cokin, last show of the year, but we will be back for the playoffs. Couple of things we'll want to talk to you about at wagertalk.com. We've been talking about Hakeem Prophet all year in his WNBA. The guy's on an 11-2 and a 17-5 WNBA play. That is so sick. 11-2, 17-5. WNBA run. He's got a WNBA bet up for tonight. Tony Finn's on a 5-0 baseball run. He's got a baseball bet up for tonight. And I have a college football play up for tonight. And I won my first one last night on Utah. So don't sleep on that. Cincinnati, Dave, they're playing St. Louis tonight. St. Louis holding on firm, especially with the, over the Cubs, and Man, I don't know what to do in this game. St. Louis came out at minus 125, 145. They're down to 123 at some spots. The over and under is 8. This is a big fat pass for me.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to handicap Trevor Bauer at this point. Just can't do it. So, because he can be brilliant. And he can also be terrible. His location was just miserable in his last. He got clobbered. I guess it's Cardinals or pass, but I'm not going to play
He's
it.
Dave Cokin. I'm the Prez. Guys, I want to apologize for yesterday. We did do a show. The sound didn't work at all. I mean, like Dave literally just dropped out. But we have it all fixed. If you listen to the NFL presidential address with Kelly, the sound was almost perfect, 90% there. It's been a real struggle for me, and it's been more frustrating for me than anything else and anyone else, because I care so deeply about these shows, and I really appreciate the loyalty that you guys all give me. I lost my shit yesterday and the day before, and I'm taping this show right now, and my fingers are crossed, just hoping that this show works out for us. Dave, quick commercial break, and we're right back with 3 more and then extra innings. Hey, everybody, just really quick mention. NFL is my sport. You all know me for my NFL plays. I've won 18 of the last 20 seasons. And yeah, I'm a streaky guy. I'm going to put some 2 and 7 runs together. I'm going to put some 12 and 2 runs together. You got to play my entire season, and I got a promo for you all. The regular price is $795. It's yours for $499. Just head over to wagertalk.com and use the promo code NFL499. Hey, Dave, we're back, brother. 3 more games to talk about, and then we do extra innings. We've already spoken about the New York Mets. We've spoken about the Cincinnati-St. Louis game. And the Dodgers played Arizona last night, lost handily. Today they find themselves around minus 120. The line moved 20 points against them since the opening line with an over and under of 9. Arizona 4.5 back, Dave. Can they win again tonight?
Yeah, why not? The Dodgers aren't going away. Every time you're rolling again. And Gonsolin, he's a good prospect. And he's got a chance to be I don't want to say a mainstay of the Dodgers rotation, but he could be in the rotation next year. But the Dodgers are in coast mode. They just are. And I think the light switch is off right now for the Dodgers until we get closer to the playoffs, or maybe even in the playoffs. And I'd rather have the team that really needs to win here and getting a price to boot. So I lean Diamondbacks, and Zach Gallen.
He's Dave Cokin. I'm the
Arizona.
Prez. You're watching First Pitch. Quick reminder, again, this is the last show of the season. Dave and I will be back before the playoffs to do a playoff preview. Morning Joe and the Pros starts on Tuesday. I'll have 2 guests every day. We'll talk a couple of baseball games, some NFL and some college football, so make sure to tune into that. Dave, the Oakland Athletics against the New York Yankees. Oakland's 1 game up on Tampa Bay, 5.5 games up on Boston. I'm going to be curious, and we're talking about Boston next, to see if they can get this a little bit close. The New York Yankees, well, they're just absolutely unstoppable. Yankees find themselves at around minus 136 with an over and under of 11. Man, Dave, this Oakland team is a good team. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. But the Yankees, 4 in a row, a sweep of Seattle. They won 2 against the LA Dodgers, but they did get swept by Oakland
that's right. Yep.
last week or 10 days ago.
I think that's big here.
Talk to me.
I think that's big here. I think the Yankees have some sweet revenge in mind. They got embarrassed by Oakland out on the West Coast, and I think they're in a little bit of payback here, and they can murder lefties. So Brett Anderson's up against a lineup that could do damage tonight. No, I think the Yankees are the right side in this game.
Yeah, and I think the Yankees will at worst win 2 out of 3 in this series. So I agree with you, and I don't even mind betting them blind all series long. It just depends what the line is going to be, but I think it's going to be pretty tight. Boston versus the LA Angels, and Boston, well, as we spoke about it, they are not out of it. They have won 4 of their last 5 games. They've won 7 of 10. They're 5.5 back. They can catch Oakland. I don't think it's going to happen, but at least there's meaningful baseball in Boston. Tonight they find themselves a minus 124 favorite. The over and under is 10.5. What are you doing in this game?
Well, the Red Sox, the first 4 guys in their lineup, I think you can make this a good argument. It's the best first 4 in baseball still. That is a powerhouse. Mookie Betts, Devers, who's had a great year, Bogarts, who's had a great year, and JD Gonzalez. And those guys are crushing it right now. I don't know how a guy with shaky command and, well, he just hasn't displayed that he's that good yet, and Suarez is going to contain them. The Red Sox, this is the closest they've looked to 2018. And part of the reason is it's not just the offense. They finally appear to have found themselves a closer. You really need a closer because it dominoes the entire bullpen. If you can't figure out what to do in the 9th inning, then you frequently can't figure out what to do in the innings leading up to that. Brandon Workman is establishing himself as their guy now in the 9th inning, and it's setting up the whole bullpen. I think the Red Sox are a go-with team right now, and the price not unreasonable tonight.
Yeah, I like it too, Dave, and I think we're going to see a little bit of a run from the Red Sox. I think they're going to try to make it close, and I think they're going to get close. They will fall short at the end. Dave, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we're right back with Extra Innings, where we'll take a look at every other game on the board. Hey guys, it's me, and last show of First Pitch, and I'm making the promotions all about me. We did so well with Dave Cokin's promotions last week, so a huge thank you to everybody who jumped on his baseball season for that $99 number, and also his college football season. You guys are going to do outstanding with him. He lost in the first night of college football. Who cares? He's going to have a killer season. For me, I won last night in college football. I had Utah. I'm now 1-0 in college football. And dating back to last year, I'm on a 13-4 college football run. I have a 5% play up for tomorrow. It's $40 regular price at wagertalk.com. And it's yours for only $15. Just head over to wagertalk.com. Use the promo code PREZ15. That's Prez or Z15. $15 for my 5-unit play tomorrow, and I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Dave, let's roll, brother. Miami against Washington. Washington minus 250, 260 over and under is 10. I'm passing on this game. I'm passing a lot today.
Now, so am I. Nationals should win comfortably here. Anibal Sanchez is pitching well.
Pittsburgh versus Colorado. Colorado minus 133. The over and under is 14.5. I like Colorado here, but I'm not going to the window.
I wouldn't bet the Rockies for free right now. They're playing about the worst baseball in the majors, but I can't bet on Agrazal on the road. He just doesn't have very good stuff. This looks like it could be a wild one tonight.
Dave, Bumgarner, 130 against San Diego, and San Fran has to win tonight. A lot of money's been coming in on San Diego, though.
The Giants just can't hit. They just can't hit. Whenever they get in a situation, man, they were pulling out games in late innings, and that's how they got back in the race. But now they've reverted to where they were earlier in the season and just cannot hit the baseball. It's 5-1 last night. They've got a real chance. Bases loaded, nobody out in the 7th inning. Longoria double play. I mean, they just can't hit the baseball, and you can't, therefore, feel comfortable laying a price with them. I would agree with the market playing the Padres here.
Houston, minus 190 against Toronto. The over and under is 10.5. I like the over in this game, Dave.
The Astros might start mixing and matching some lineups. So be careful with them in these big price games. They might not have all their regulars out there. They're going to give some guys some time off down the stretch.
Cleveland versus Tampa Bay. Big game.
Big game.
Big game. Maybe we should talk a little bit more about this. Cleveland, money's been coming on against them. Minus 158. They're down to minus 137. And the over and under is 8.
I don't agree with the line movement. Shane Bieber has been a great big game pitcher for the Indians this year. He's had a tremendous season, and I don't trust Austin Pruitt. I know the Indians are missing Ramirez, and that definitely compromises them, especially against righties, because that's his hitting lefty is his strong side. But it's in a big game setting like this, I like Bieber over Pruitt.
He's Dave Cokin. I'm the Prez. You're watching First Pitch. Minnesota versus Detroit, huge favorite for the road team. Over and under is 10. I could see betting Minnesota on the run line here, but other than that, I couldn't find a play.
I wouldn't lay 175 on a run line. So I just can't do that. But I'm not playing. I have no interest in Detroit at all.
Seattle versus Texas. Texas is minus 110, Dave. I'm not touching this game.
No, neither am I. Not much to play for. Gonzalez can be good at times. Allard actually pitched very well last time out. Rangers are a little better baseball team, so that's why they're small favorites. But, Seattle's still trying. I'll give them that.
Dave, sorry about that. I got my kid texting me. I cannot wait for school to start. Having these kids at home, oh my God, man. It's like they can't even open a fridge and find a bagel. Baltimore against Kansas City. Baltimore minus 108, 10.5 is the total. For the last show here, we basically have no opinions because I'm not betting
this game. No, I didn't even. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even look at it because the means came out kind of late as the starter, and it's like hell with it. Who cares? It's the Orioles and Royals. It's an exhibition game.
Yeah, well said. Last game on the board, the White Sox versus Atlanta. Atlanta minus 200. I don't want to play that type of juice, but if you don't take Atlanta, you don't bet this game.
I would agree with that. And Atlanta is actually getting the money here. And Nova's hot run would seem to be ending. So I think the Braves do win this. If you want to lay 2-1, it's probably not the worst 2-1.
Yeah, and we went through the 2-1 bets so often in this show. And if you've been betting minus 200 and over for the last 4 or 5 years, you're up money. Dave, listen, I want to thank you, dude. First Pitch was humming along 2 or 3 months ago. We had a different guest every day. And then you put your hand up and said, hey, I want to speak baseball every day. And you became my co-host. And since then, we haven't looked back. The show has just grown and grown and grown. We're doing about 4,000 people listening on podcasts and at YouTube a day. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we picked it up late, but I like the early season in baseball. As the season goes on, I have a tendency to decrease my plays, especially when we get to this time of year, and I won't be playing much in September. But when we start this up again in the spring, you'll be good.
Yeah, and a lot of big runs by the handicappers in April, and me and you are going to be right back doing this show in April. Also, we're going to be doing the college football show together every Tuesday, and just email me what day you want to be on Morning Joe, and we'll make that a regular time slot. Thanks so much, dude. I mean, you make the show sound so smart. I make this show sound so fun, I guess. I think we make a good team, brother. Anyway,
there you go.
I just want to summarize the show and call it a day. Guys, real quick, couple of promos we had today. My NFL season, $499. Use the promo code NFL499 at wagertalk.com. My 5-unit play in college football on Saturday, $15 to you. Use the promo code Prez15 at wagertalk.com. And last and not least, make sure to check in for Morning Joe on Tuesday. It'll be up around 1:30 Eastern every single day. We'll be looking at baseball, college football and the NFL. I'll have 2 guests on. I'll have the sound perfect. We got the college football betting show, me, Dave, and Teddy every Tuesday, and the NFL presidential address with me and Kelly every single Tuesday. Thanks so much. What a wonderful summer it's been. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I hope to see all the same names commenting and posting in regards to Morning Joe and the Pro. I'm the Prez for a while now. Double mic drop. I'm out.